Good morning, lovelies. ZoëTwoDots here with some more Pokemon Go goodness for you, and today, another cheeky little bit of news for the upcoming Halloween event in Pokemon Go. First things first, before we jump into this one, I just want to quickly say, for Litwick Com Day, I'm going to be down in Sydney, so if you guys want to come and hang out and play together, shiny hunt together, we're going to be meeting up at the Opera House steps at about 1:30 PM to then kick off for 2 PM Com Day. Shiny Litwick hunting, plus the local Sydney Discord group got a bunch of prizes to give away too, so be sure to come check it out. Secondly, there's gonna be a lot happening over the next couple of days for videos and uploads and Com Day and all that kind of stuff, so if you haven't already, hit the notification bell, subscribe, all that kind of jazz, but if you haven't checked, YouTube does this thing where they can change your notification settings. It might not be set to all video notifications, so just check that, because there's potentially gonna be a couple of videos, or multiple videos going out per day, and I know that sometimes YouTube is a bit sassy about actually giving you all of the notifications, or more than one, or more than 3, whatever the limit is. So just check that. So let's jump into the details for part 1 of the Halloween event. If you saw that Halloween event, it's the part of the portion of the calendar that it was taking up, and you're like, whoa, that thing's running until November. That's a hot second for an event. Is because it's going to be like last year and being a 2-part event. So jumping into it, from Thursday, October 20th at 10 AM to Thursday, October 27th, so 7-day event, also until 10 AM, which is, I'm going to be guessing, where it transitions to the part 2. With that in mind, keep in mind, we're probably only going to have a handful of days that aren't event themed for the rest of this month. Quite literally, as you're probably seeing this, the Festival of Lights event is probably ticking over. That's gonna run until Monday, and then we're only really gonna have Tuesday, Wednesday next week that's non-event themed. So if there's something that you're really loving from this season, probably try to check it out on, today and the 2 days you got next week. Obviously the season doesn't end this month, but just saying. So first things first, we're going to be having Mega Bayonet. Mega Bayonet is going to be our Mega Raid boss. We'll jump into some counters for that at the end as well. Also can be available as a shiny, as with every other Pokemon that's been released in Mega Raids so far. That evolved form can be shiny in the raid. Doesn't mean that Bayonet you see in the wild will be shiny, just the ones from the raids. Interestingly here, we're going to have some paid timed research. So it's going to be 2 different options. You can do both, you can do neither, you can do just one, whatever you want to do. So for $1 US, do all the equivalent pricing tier in your local currency, etc., etc., you can purchase a ticket that grants you access to timed research featuring encounters with Yamask and Galarian Yamask. And the ticket option number 2 is for $5 US, or the equivalent, etc. You can purchase a ticket that grants access to timed research featuring increased candy bonuses, additional Halloween themed tasks, and an avatar pose. Super important to note here as well, because it is timed research, it will expire if you don't get it done. So if you don't finish the tasks and claim the rewards, it will expire once it hits November 1st. Keep that in mind if this is something you want to do. I'm curious, but as with all things, I prefer to have a little bit more details, but also being the first time zone, it's probably going to be me guinea pigging it up for you guys. So I guess I'll let you know how it goes and if I think it's worth it. I think I definitely want to see, maybe some super sleuths will figure out what's in the research before it drops. It does also mention here that you can purchase these tickets for a friend. They're not refundable, etc., etc. Anyone on my friends list, please do not buy me these tickets. More often than not, Niantic provides us with, occasionally, often, the timed research or the $1 Com Day research and things like that. So save your money, save your coins, don't buy me these things. For wild encounters for the Part 1 Halloween event, we're going to be seeing Zubat, Ghastly, Haunter, Spinarak, Murkrow, Mischievous, Sableye, Shuppet, Dusclops, Absol, Drifloon, Yamask, Golett, Phantump, and Pumpkaboo. It's noted here as well that if you're lucky, you might be able to find a shiny Galarian Yamask, but it's not listed amongst the wild spawns, interestingly. I don't know if that's just a bit of a typo or a whoopsies here, or if they're just mentioning it up above before they show where it is below. I don't know. Sadly, no shiny Phantump or Pumpkaboo, just 2 stunning shinies. I'm holding out hope for maybe the part 2 of the Halloween event. You never know. We've got some special research. We can assist Professor Willow and Ree in a Halloween-themed special research to learn more about Yamask and Galarian Yamask. So for the special research as well, special research never expires, but do make sure that you log in within the Halloween window events to actually like collect it and claim it. Even if you can't finish it now, you can always finish it later, but you have to make sure you collect it during the event windows. For eggies, and this is where my interest has been piqued slightly. In 7km eggs, we're gonna have Yamask, Galarian Yamask, Phantump, Golett, and Noibat, with Noibat being our new shiny. And let me just tell you what. Shiny Noibat is chef's kiss, one of the, I think, top 10 most stunning shinies. I think it's fantastic. It's such a cool color, such a cool like Pokemon as well. I don't like Noivern as much, but that's just in general. I think still it's a good shiny, but like Noibat shiny, that thing rocks. I also haven't done a massive egg hatch video in a long time, so if you guys are keen to see one of those again, let me know in the comments. In the past, like when regionals have been in eggs, I've done like a whole like hatching as many as I physically could. I tallied up all my results. I showed you guys like the results of that, posted that all on socials for like how many eggs, what I hatched, if I got any shinies or not. So let me know if that's something you'd like to see as well. Also, with that being said, I feel like if I did hatch a bunch of these eggs for the first half of the Halloween event, and then like in the second half Phantump turns on to be shiny, that'd be a little bit cheeky. So I'm watching you. We've also got some avatar updates happening. So during the event, the spooky pose that's already in the game shop is getting an update to be basically an animated pose. So it's going to apply to even if you already have the old spooky pose, yours will now be an animated pose, shambling towards something. Shambling. We're also gonna have new avatar items. I don't have pictures at the moment, sadly, but at the time of me posting this, I'm sure they're available on the blog post. We're gonna have the Dusclops costume, Dusclops head wrap, and a Zubat headband. Curious if that's gonna be like cute little like wings or like little Zubat ears or something cute. I don't know. Hoping it doesn't suck. More bow options, please. And we're not done yet. There's a few flavor things here with Explore with Decor. Apparently, they're going to be like blinging out the Pokestops and gyms with some sort of Halloween holiday decorations. So I'm curious. That sounds cool. The Lavender Town music, as we've all come to know and love, and I think it's the only time that I actually play with game volume on, is during Halloween half the time. It's fun. Lavender Town remix. We've got event bonuses. If you like candy, this is the event for you. And boy, do I like getting some transfer candy. And thankfully, it's featured again for this year. 2 times candy for catching Pokemon, 2 times candy for hatching Pokemon, 2 times candy for transferring, yay! And trainers level 31 and above will receive 1 guaranteed XL candy when walking their buddy. Hurrah. We're also going to be seeing Feet Giratina, Altered Form Giratina, Feet Giratina, with a featured attack, a new attack. So any Giratina caught from Thursday, October 20th through to Tuesday, November 1st will know the following featured attack, and that is going to be Shadow Force. So a nice little refresh there on some moves. For raids, in 1-star raids, we've got Sableye, Purloin, Yamask, Galarian, Yamask, and Phantump. For 3-star raids, Gengar, Umbreon, Drifblim, and Drapion. 5-star raids, Feet Giratina, and in Mega raids, Mega Banette. And lastly, for the field research tasks, we're going to be seeing Shuppet, Duskull, Yamask, Galarian Yamask, and Phantump. So 4 out of the 5 options there being shiny potential, which is cool. 1 of them being a new shiny. A pretty tight-knit field research set of tasks. I'm not sure if there's going to be any additional ones to that, but I guess for now, this is what we're having. Additionally, there will be some field research tasks for Mega Energy for Gengar and for Absol. And I absolutely need to get a couple of those Absol ones done because I think I only have enough to... I don't have enough to Mega Evolve my second Mega Absol. Let's quickly jump into some Mega Bayonet counters. So Mega Bayonet is going to be weak to Ghost and Dark because it is a pure Ghost type Pokemon. Best counter is going to be Mega Gengar, Mega Houndoom. If you like the Shadows, Shadow Tyranitar is up there as well, but I usually don't include those in these videos. If you've got the resources for Shadows, you know what you're doing. Also in the top choices, Mega Gyarados and Mega Bayonet against Mega Bayonet. Darkrai with double dark moves, fantastic. Noodle Form Giratina, Yveltal's great. Hooper Unbound, Hydreigon with double dark moves. Tyranitar with double dark moves. You don't have a Bite Crunch Tyranitar. Honestly, I highly suggested having some Smackdown ones and some Bite ones, like the Rock version and the Dark version. Tyranitar always comes up as super useful for using in raids. Mega Absol makes a feature with double dark moves. Chandelure with Hex and Shadow Ball is up there as well, and because it's going to be lit with Com Day this weekend, I'd highly recommend seeing if you can invest in a decent lit with decent chandelure, get the resources now. Again, I say this every time. The typing advantage is weighted far higher in Pokemon Go than the strength of the Pokemon. Even if I have like a maxed out Xerneas or whatever it might be, the maxed out Chandelure or even just the decent Chandelure is going to be doing more damage because of that type advantage. So try and get some catches in for Comday, even if that's all you've got. If all you've got is Chandelure, that's still gonna be better than using something that's not type effective. Even just regular Houndoom is in like the top 30. So don't stress too hard, just go with the type advantages. So thoughts, feelings, opinions, comments, leave them down below. At the moment, I like the bonuses. I'm always down for candy bonuses. Mega Bayonet I think is a really cool design. I like Bayonet, I like Shuppet, I think they're really cool Pokemon. Shiny Noibat, Hoya. Little bit concerned that it's only been featured in eggs, but Noibat does still spawn in the wild. It is something that I even just this season, I think I've found like 3 random wild Noibat. They're not super common spawns, but they do still spawn in the wild, and especially if it's windy. It's windy weather, I can almost guarantee that I'll see like 1 a week sort of thing. So they are still a potential. It really depends if the event spawns push them out though, which is an issue. But it is still something that can spawn in the wild. It's not limited like, when Timber is in 1-star raids or something that never spawns in the wild. It's only ever in raids. Noibat does and can still spawn elsewhere. So I'm curious. I'm a little bit like, it's only in eggs, but at the same time, even after this event is done, it's definitely a rare one to see, and I really hope that the shiny is boosted for it because it is such a rare wild spawn. I hope that it does get that little bit of treatment. We will see, of course. Otherwise, the general wild spawns for this, fantastic. A great option and blend there for newish or rare or hard to get shinies. If you're someone who's still stuck on the Halloween research from last year, catching the 40-something ghost types, now's your time to shine. If you didn't get enough Haunted during the last event, that is. But let me know what you think, and let me know any predictions for the part 2. I'm curious now what we're gonna get for part 2. If it's just gonna be like much of the same in terms of the flavor, or if we're gonna get something a bit more, I don't know, bit more spooky. Don't forget to check to see if you are subscribed and the notification thing as well. There'll be a lot of videos happening this weekend, so stay tuned. As always, lovelies, thank you so much for watching. If you are new, please be sure to subscribe. Thank you to everyone who did leave a like as well. And if you'd like additional ways to support the channel, links for Patreon and the merch are in the description down below. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful morning, noon, night, whatever time it is for you, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.